Hi, let's talk about creating segments on Mergn. So if I go to the menu screen and I click on audience and then on segment and then on create segment, what I see is one of the most simple and beautiful ability to build segments. So since Mergn is connected with your Shopify store, we have access to all your customer data, their behaviors, and behaviors like they're starting a web session, they're clicking on products, they're clicking on add to cart, and then completing an order. And so all these events Mergn captures. And in addition to this, we also have information about their attributes, like which city do they belong to, what is their name, what is their email address, what is their phone number. And since Mergn is collecting customer behavior and also their attributes, we give brands the ability to create smarter segments based upon either their behavior or attribute. This is our segment builder, and all the different tiles we have at the top which you can use to then optimize your segment. So for example, if I want to use behavior in a segment, I would do something like that. And when I pull down the tile down, I see all the events which are available on Shopify, your store. So for example, important sessions like web session started, or somebody's viewing a product and somebody's adding items to cart and so forth. So I can click on any of these events, right? So I can either create a segment using these events, or I can use did not do as well. So customers who did not do product viewed, I can create a segment like this. And I can also use customers' attributes like which city do they belong to, what is their last name, which country do they belong to, what is their email address, and so forth. So using these, I can create my favorite segment, and then we have other tiles which help us to create a much more sharper segment. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and create a segment using properties. So for example, I want to create a segment of customers who viewed a product on my website or my Shopify store. So I click on product viewed and I click on show count. So it shows me a total of about 1.1 million customers who viewed a product. But this is too large a segment of customers to be targeted. So I want to make my segment precise. If I want to see product viewed by product name, I can create a segment using the product name. Initially it was showing 1.1 million customers, now it's showing about 960 customers. So along with title, I can also create a segment using the category of the product, or create a segment using the tags of the product. I can use the tags which you've uploaded on Shopify, or I can use the vendors. If you're working with multiple brands, if you're a marketplace, then you can use that information to create a targeted segment of customers. So whether it is product viewed, or it is add to cart, or it is complete order, all of these events I can use the properties which I have available on Shopify to create my favorite segment, either creating by product name or the vendor and the type and so forth. Now, if I want to create a segment using the attributes of a customer, so for example, all the customers who belong to a particular city, then I can use this function. So if I want to create a segment using a particular city, I can select the attribute city, and from here I can select the name of the city to target customers, right? So I can create using any customer attribute, whether it's their contact information or email address, I can build a targeted segment of customers. So again, we can use the different properties and the attributes.